They called him Jesus. He came to love, heal and forgive. He lived and died to buy my pardon. An empty grave is there to prove my Savior lives. Because He lives, I can face tomorrow. Because He lives, all fear is gone. Because I know who holds the future, and life is worth the living just because He lives.
We have turkey in between us, so we can go hear the gobble, gobble, gobble as we go. Alright, we're going to work on Matthew 24. And Matthew 24 is one of the popular chapters in the Bible. Alrighty, we ready to rock and roll? God bless your word. Open our eyes and let us absorb all your words and teach us something that we really, really need to know. In Jesus' precious name, amen. Alright, and Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the building of the temple. And Jesus said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, people say that the Wailing Wall is part of the temple. It is not part of the temple. Because if you read this, there shall not be one left here, one stone upon another. In other words, it is all coming down. Everything is coming down. There's not going to be no wall. What that wall is that's there, that the so-called Jewish people go and they stick them little papers in and go like this, that is not the Wailing Wall. I meant the temple. That is David's or Solomon's temple. Okay? Alright. Here we go on 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, and the end of the world? And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. Now, I'm going to tell you now, people are being deceived through television, through music, through politics, through religion. It is all deception. Okay? Because like there's two dishes. Two Jesuses. There we go. 2 dishes. Duh. Which plate do you want to eat out of? The clean one or the dirty one? Alright, here we go. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Alrighty. See here? He is saying that there's going to be 2 Jesuses, 2. There's going to be 2 Christ. 5. And we'll read it again. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Number 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So we're already seeing all these rumors of war, and it hadn't came yet. He ain't came yet. So don't worry about all these sayings and everything. Just, okay, another one of them. All right. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famine, pestilence, earthquake in divers places. Now, whenever I first read this about the divers places, I used to think, oh, so they're going to be earthquakes in the ocean. No, this means various places. Places that earthquakes has not happened. Okay? It's like let's just, I'm going to try to do it like this. Say the land that I'm on has never ever had a cow step on it. Okay? And then all of a sudden here comes a cow and stepping all over my land. Okay, can you understand what I'm saying? Alright, for nation shall rise against nation. We're already seeing that now. The nations are, like, we got Iraq, we've been fighting over there, and y'all know where we all been fighting at. And kingdom against kingdom. So that's politics against politics, okay? And there shall be famine. Now I want you to look at Venezuela. Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but what is it? Heinz, I do believe is it. They took all the food off the shelf because they thought that they should get more money. Okay? So they have famine over there. You got famine in Africa. They have most definitely hurt Africa. Alright, and pestilence. Pestilence is diseases, bugs, and all that. Now, why would they be pestilence? Because you're looking, let's look at cancer. Cancer is a pestilence, ain't it? Doesn't it pester you? Yes, it does. Alright. The vaccines that people get nowadays it's not good for them. Nowhere in the Bible does it say, go get your vaccines. Nowhere. So if the Bible doesn't mention it, then you really don't need it. Okay? Number 8. All these are the beginning of sorrow. We are in the beginning of sorrow now. Okay? Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted. Now, if you look, we're so-called Christians, anybody that says that they go to church and they believe in Jesus Christ are being afflicted. Look, you could talk about Buddha, you could talk about Allah, you could talk about any of them you want to. No problem. But when you start talking about Jesus Christ, unless you are talking to somebody else that knows Jesus Christ, and if you do, you are really lucky. Like we are. We are lucky because we can talk about Christ to any one of you or to each other, and we are not afflicted by it. But people nowadays, they get offended when you talk about Jesus Christ, because I don't understand why they would get offended, because if you don't believe him and you don't want to follow him, it shouldn't really offend you. You see what I'm saying? You just say, I'm not into that. I don't care nothing about it. And let it go with that. But instead they get all mad. Alright. And shall kill you. Alright, now, here we go back in. They want to kill the Christians so that Satan can have his fun here, okay? And ye shall be hated of all nations for my sake. So we are going to be hated because we love Jesus Christ. We love the Father God. And we are going to be hated all around. I mean, they mock him like crazy. I see it a lot. Okay? Number 10. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. Now, I see that now. Alright, let's look at the gun law. They have a gun law out there now that, say you were related to me. No. Well, let's go back. Say I was married to you. Okay? And no, I'm not no lesbian or nothing. I want to use it as, what are you doing? I want to use it as a thing here. We were married. We had children. We separated. We divorced. Okay? And every weekend, I allow you to have the kids. Okay? But I know from our past that you have a gun in the house. Okay? So I can go to the authorities and I can tell them that you have a gun in the house. And they will come and get that gun because you got the children around. Which it is totally wrong. It's up to you to teach your own child, not let the government teach them. Okay, let's not go there. Okay, so, so you'll be hated. Number 10, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. So we already see that going on. 11. And many false prophets shall arise, and shall deceive many. Okay, here we go with the false prophets. These are those TV preachers. Y'all can go right on ahead and leave your dirty comments. I'm not going to mess with them. You can leave your dirty comments. And I'm talking about Billy Graham, Oprah Winfrey. You pick your choice. If they are on that TV set, they are out to deceive you. They are out to take your soul. They are out to make sure you don't learn the truth. So there's that. Okay, 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. If you look around, there is no love. There's no respect. There's no nothing. I mean, really, nothing. People they are more into darkness. They go out and look around at the people that just wears black all the time. Yes, I wear black, but I don't wear it all the time. Okay? But black, you could tell their soul, their soul is troubled all the time. Let me shut Mom's door. Okay. Let's go on down. Okay, number 13. But he that shall endure to the end, these same shall be saved. So you keep on trying to follow down his path, and, then you can make it. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. So you try to endure it. You try to, get along with people. Show the love of Christ. Okay? All right, 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. Now, I want to point this out. Now, everybody says that this gospel, yes, this gospel is going to be preached all around the world. Okay, it will. Because, number one, this is Jesus Christ. He wants everyone, I don't care who you are, big, small, what, everybody on this earth has heard of Jesus Christ. And you cannot say that people have not heard of Jesus Christ. You need to prove that to me, that people have not heard of Jesus Christ. Because I don't care where you go. You can go down into the slums and you can say, do you know about Jesus Christ? Oh, we've heard about that. I don't want that to do with it. Or however they want to do it. Get all hasty-wasty. But they have heard about the gospel. Okay. But I want to kind of give you some more on this. You have the Quran, and it's a Bible. They call it a Bible, the Quran. It's going to be done the same identical way. It's going to be spread all over everything. Okay? So, listen to this now. And many false prophets shall arise. Now take it in a whole. And shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that endures to the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel, now you hear that? It's this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So you see, you have that, all that, from the false prophet down. The false prophet is going to preach his gospel. Okay? Alright, 15. And when ye therefore shall see the abomination of destruction spoken by Daniel the prophet standing in the holy place, who readeth, let him understand. Alright, we're going to stop right here. 24:15. Let's go to Daniel 9 and 27. Daniel, okay, too many. 9 and 27. All right. 15. And 27. 9 and 27. And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. And in the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease. And for the overspreading of abomination he shall make it desolate, even unto the consuming that determined shall be poured upon the desolate. Okay, so there you go with that. Alright, number 16. And then let them which be in Judah flee into the mountains. Now I want you to think about this. When we start seeing like martial law and stuff, they say, oh, you need to run, you need to run, you need to run. Well, yeah, I would try to get out of there and go so I can be free. But you got to understand, nowadays, they have helicopters that they can just come in your neighborhood and they can see everybody. It's some kind of a heat thing, and they know where anybody is because of your body heat. Now, if you're up in the mountains running around, camping, whatever, they can see your body heat. Okay? So it don't matter where you go. It's going to be there. 17. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house. Neither let him which is in the field turn back and take his clothes. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. Alrighty. So, if you flee to the mountains and all, don't take nothing with you, just go, 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 go. Okay? But I'm telling you what technology they have today. Alright, 20. But pray ye that your flight not be in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. Okay, so we don't want it to be in the winter time or on our Sabbath day, which is on a Saturday. So we have 2 insights here. So I would say 9 chances out of 10, Jesus is telling us, hey, look, this is going to happen on a Sabbath day, and it is going to be in the wintertime. You have, they do things backwards. You know what I'm saying? So, this is only my personal choice. You can take it how you want to. That's fine. But I'm telling you, my personal choice. All right, 21. For then shall be great tribulation. Now we are going to be in the tribulation. There is no such thing as a rapture. You can get mad at me all you want to. There is no proof of no rapture. And if you go to the, what is that, Thessalonians, it is most definitely a loud verse because the trumpets are blowing. That is loud. That's not like a thief. Okay? Okay, there shall be great tribulation, such as what was not since the beginning of the world, till this time, no, nor ever shall be. So we're going to have it worse than what any time in history. It is going to be worse. 22. And except those days shall be shortened, there shall be no flesh. Let's start that again. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Now, if you notice, it's like, it's go to bed, get up, go to bed, get up, go to bed, get up. I mean, the days are shortened. This is literally from sun up to sundown. It's like time just keeps going faster and faster. Not only that, but the years are getting smaller and smaller. Man, it just seemed like we just had New Year's not too long ago, and now here we are turning around fixing to have another New Year. Okay? I mean, that right there. Okay, 23. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, there is Christ, or there, believe it not. There you go. Do not believe that Jesus Christ has come to this earth. They are going to try to fool you into thinking that Jesus Christ is here when he's not. And I'm going to tell you one way that I don't know if you know it or not, but I'm going to tell you that one way. And that is through the extraterrestrial. Okay? Now, the extraterrestrials are demons. Okay? So, what is Lucifer? What is Satan? Now, the devil, Satan, and Lucifer are three different entities, okay? Y'all can look this up. They're not the same. They're all different. But I want you to look and see what they're trying to push on you now, okay? 24. For there shall arise false Christ and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonder, insomuch that if it was possible, they should deceive the very elect. That means you. You are the elect. Now, you say, UFOs. Yes, UFOs. Unidentified flying objects. Okay. This is, and I'm going to say it the best I can. You can, whatever. But it is, the UFOs are entity made and army made, politician made. They are to deceive you. All these lights and everything, they are here to deceive you. Okay? So when you see this stuff, don't believe it. Now, I have been told you could take a magnifying glass, and if you hold it just right, you can see cities that's up in the air. Okay? I'm going to call them a mirage. So, how do they get them mirages? They have these machines that do it. So what makes you think that they can't fake a false Jesus coming out of the sky? You know? Can you see where I'm coming from? They're already saying that the aliens are our friends, and the aliens are here to help us, that they were the one that formed us, which I'm hoping you will look and see that's a lie. So, but I could go on. I could tell you where these entities are, but I'm going to go on. 24, alright, for there shall rise Christ and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, so much that if it was possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Behold, I have told you before. Now, he's told us before that not to believe the Pharisees and the Sadducees and all them. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, behold, he is in the desert. All right, where's the desert? Look, we're going to look at Saudi Arabia. Now, that's not for sure that they're going to show up there, but I'm just looking at the desert part. Go not forth. Don't go look for him. That's like when I read that one verse one time, and I said, look, all the nations are going to be going to Israel to learn about God. Don't go. Remember? I'll try to find the verse again and put it down here. But don't go. Behold, he is in the secret chambers. Believe it not. Don't believe it. Now, I want you to look at the secret chambers. And now, there's multitude of secret chambers. But let's look at going into the Catholic Church and going into one of them little pew-like things and talking to a man that's on the other side of the wall. Going to confession. There you go. Don't go. Because look, he ain't your father. The Bible says, call no man father. There's no way I'm going to call the Pope father, or I'm going to call one of these, to me, pedophiles father. I'm not going to do it. Now, I'm not saying that Catholics are going to hell and Catholics are bad. No. God has people in every denomination that really actually belongs to Him, and I believe that. Why? Because they love Jesus Christ. They are just confused. They have been deceived, okay? But it doesn't mean that God does not love them or Jesus Christ does not love them, okay? So, alrighty, let's see where we're at. 27. For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even to the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So now this right here is telling you that look, there's a order to his law of weather and his law of the way the earth goes. And this is his law. It cometh out of the east. Okay? Comes from the east and it shineth to the west. Okay? So just think about lightning coming out and way it shines. Okay? Okay. 28. For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. Now I want you to think about who is the eagle. Okay? Okay. So, wherever the dead is, those are the dead. Okay? Now, think about the dead. Alright, 29. And immediately after the tribulation of these days, shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the power of the heavens shall be shaken. Alright, now I want to look at this one right here. I do not know how true it is, because it's just something that I am just now learning. But they are videos out there that saying we have a false sun and we have a false moon. Okay? So I don't know if it's true or not, but it is something to look into. And it says that heaven The stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Okay, now there you have the dome over top of the earth, and what I'm finding out is that they have put a big hole in the dome, and all the oxygen is coming out of the dome. I don't know how true it is. I haven't looked it up. You want to shut that? Because that's kind of loud still. So I don't know how true it is, but you can pick it up from here and you can check it out and see what you want to believe. Okay. 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in a cloud of heaven with power and great glory. Now, there it is. You're going to be able to see him coming. Okay? You're going to see Jesus Christ come, and you're going to know for certain that that is him and that is his glory, and you're going to know that that is his power. And I want to be here, but I'm afraid to be here. Okay? All right, 31. And he shall send his angels. Okay, here we go. This is what we're going to look for when Jesus Christ comes back. And he shall send his angels with great sound of a trumpet. Oh, here we go. We don't even have to go to Thessalonians. We got it here. So this right here should take away your rapture theory if you think that there's a rapture. You're going to be really, really deceived to think that there's a rapture. Okay? So here we got the trumpet. And they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to another. So Jesus Christ is going to go through, and he's going to gather up all his people. Now, I had a dream, and I'll tell you about my dream. My dream is I was outside, and I looked up, and the heavens rolled back like a scroll, like it says in Revelations. And I saw Jesus Christ coming, and he wasn't on no horse. He was coming down, and he had all kinds of angels, and all these angels had sickles in their hands. And they would go by and just cut off people's head, and the bodies would fall on the ground, and their soul would go straight up into heaven. That was my dream. So, now then, 31, and he shall send his angels with great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to another. Now, 32.
Can I?
What?
Did many of your listeners hear when the news was putting out this sound that nobody knew what it was?
Yeah, the trumpets. I would say they probably did.
Okay, that is the trumpet sound that they have in Israel.
Yeah.
And that's the sound of the trumpets, but they're going to be so much louder when Jesus comes.
Yeah. Okay, we're on 32. Now learn the parable of the fig tree. Okay, let me explain about figs. Now, I'm like, okay, I got this. I'm going to learn about figs, the fig trees, okay? When his branches is getting tender and putteth forth leaf, you know that summer is nigh. All right, so now, you know when the fig tree starts growing its leaves out, you know, hey, look, man, it's getting warmer. It's going to be summer. All right, time to really have fun. Enjoy the summer. You have two different types of figs, okay? You have a male fig and a female fig. One is a delicious fig. The other is not a very good tasting fig, Okay? Now, which one is which, I do not remember. I think the female was good, and the male was not good.
Yes, the male is tough.
Okay, there you go. So, okay, let's go on. We're on 33. So likewise, ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the door. Okay? So we have pigs. We got, let's see, how can I pick this one? You have Democrat and Republican. You got good figs and bad figs, but they're on the same team. You know what I mean? So think about that as well as you're thinking about the figs. Alright, 34. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. So, we could be the last generation, but then again, are we? Could something happen?
No.
Could something happen that would take the wrath of God off of us and let us continue to live for another 25,000 years or whatever? Oh, wait a minute. That's the fairy tale. Once upon a time. Yeah, whatever you hear, billions of years ago. Say, oh, I'm getting ready to be told a fairy tale.
Long ago and far away.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
All right.
hear.
35. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. In other words, look, heaven is going to be gone, and the earth is going to be gone. But his word will always stand strong. 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, nobody knows, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. Look, the Creator Father God is the only one that knows it. You can say, okay, this is it. I've had enough. I cannot stand no more sin. I cannot stand no more abortions. I cannot. Can you understand what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you, a lot of people are going to be going into captivity and being slaves before Jesus Christ comes back. All right.
Be having their heads cut off.
Yep, and having their heads cut off. Yep. All right. Think of it this way. Satan cannot come on the scene as long as the Holy Spirit is on this earth. Okay? The Holy Spirit has to be taken off this earth. Okay. 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man. So we're already looking at that. People are like, look, you've got men sleeping with men, women sleeping with women, and people saying, yeah, funny, ha ha ha, Jesus Christ, making fun of him, and all this other stuff. I don't have to go into that. You people should already see that. 38. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage until the day of Noah entered into the ark. Now I want you to look at this married and giving in marriage. People having sex after having sex after having sex after having sex after having sex, and sleeping with whoever and whatever they want to sleep with. Now Rick, he was said something earlier about this policeman. Put a video up with him having sex with an animal out in the woods. And that's I didn't see the video. I don't want to see the video. But 39. And know not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So you're not going to know. It is going to be a surprise, but you will be able to see him. It won't be such a surprise because you are supposed to know that he is coming and you should be ready.
You should see the signs.
That's right. 40. Then shall two be in the field, and one be taken and the other left. In other words, one will have the faith of God and the other one won't. Okay? Two women shall be grinding at the mill. The one shall be taken and the other left. Right on back to it. One believes and one don't. 43. But know this, that if the goodman of the house had known and watched the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. So it's saying that, if you don't watch, you don't learn, and you don't study to show yourself approved, and when this time comes, you're not going to be ready. So you need to learn and study. Look, this is the way I feel about it. The closer I am to Jesus Christ, the closer he's going to say, okay, hey, look.
Pay attention, things are happening.
Yeah, pay attention. This is fixing to happen. And he will let you know, because he is not going to do something and not let his people know. Okay? That's like Satan. Satan cannot do nothing, until he lets everybody knows what he's doing. And that's the reason why you got movies as the news and the news as the entertainment. Now, politics is where you will find all your garbage at to know what is going on. And we are looking, they're talking about bringing back the Sunday law. That I do know. And no, we don't want that. All right, 44. Therefore, be ye also ready, for in such an hour as you think not, the Son of Man cometh. All right. 45. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord had made ruler over his household, to give him meat in due season? So if you believe in him, your meat is going to come. Now this is a spiritual meat, and if we have to go and we have the power grid go down like I've been talking about, look, God's going to give you food to eat, spiritually and physically. Okay? All right, 46. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. He wants you to be prepared, still studying the Word, still being, a faithful servant, teaching people. Now, we should always teach people. Try to get them to open their eyes and to see what is happening. Sure, you've got plenty of people out there that their eyes is completely closed on everything that the government does no wrong. Well, okay, if the government does no wrong and all, then why are you in such a poor state? They're stealing your money by the barrel of a gun. If you don't see it, I'm sorry for you. Live with it. All right. 47. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. In other words, God is saying, I am going to make sure that you can be ruler over what I have. He's going to make you ruler. He's going to make me ruler over what he's have, as long as we get in his word, stay in his word. And believe you me, for a while there I was out of it, because I could not remember where Bible verses were, or what was what. I have forgotten a lot. And I have to say that you subscribers is like, hey look, you are ignoring the main thing. You still have the love, but you can lose. It's like salt. If the salt has lost its savor, where can it be salted at? What good is it to be thrown out and hewn down? And that's the same way where I was heading. But thank you guys, okay? All right, 48. But, and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming. Don't sit back and say, God's not never coming. He ain't coming. It's going to be years down the road. Look, always live the day like it's your last day. Show the love of God throughout all your day. Okay? I know. We all have flesh we have to fight. Okay. 49. And shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunkards. The Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of. In other words, if you don't keep paying attention and staying on the straight and narrow and all, it's going to come popping at you. 51. And shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Now, this is the end of 24, and it does go on, so we're going to look at 25 the next time, or after we do Genesis. But if you do not pay attention, you are going to be thrown in just right along with the portion of the hypocrites. Now, in Revelation it says, you're not either hot nor cold. I'm going to spew you out of my mouth. Alrighty. I don't want to be spewed out. I want to make sure I see him face to face with all my problems and sins that I have. Because with him, I know I'm going to be happier. Hugs and kisses. This is how to donate to my PayPal. You come down here to Poor Man's Sewing, and you mash on Poor Man's Sewing. Then you go over here to About. You mash on About, and right here is to donate to Poor Man's Sewing. Thank you. I appreciate everything that is donated. It will go to the sewing shed that we are working on, or anything that you want me to put it on there, just leave a note on there and I will see what it says. And I really do appreciate you donating and watching my channel. A lot of hugs and kisses to you.